Now let's discuss the upper layers of the OSI model. The application layer is the user's interface to the network. User interface. This is where the user interacts with the network by way of some application or some program that provides access or interaction with the network. This is also the layer at which communication partners are identified. In other words, what takes place here is, say for instance, you're on a web page and you point and click on a particular link. Once you've clicked on that link, you're identifying the server at some other remote location that you're actually wanting to communicate with. So by clicking on that link, you're identifying the communication partner. Through that user interface, that browser window, you're identifying the communication partner at the other end. Now, in order for this to take place, we use certain protocols such as HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol, being used for those browser windows such as Internet Explorer and Netscape Navigator. And then also another protocol would be Telnet. Telnet is being used for remote control or remote access to another device that you're wanting to configure. Also, another protocol would be FTP, File Transfer Protocol, which is what would be used to download files. Oftentimes across the internet, you can use FTP, and then there's what we call TFTP, Trivial File Transfer Protocol. This is a scaled-down version of File Transfer Protocol, of FTP, used for smaller file transfers. And this particular one is going to use this unreliable communication with UDP. In other words, this particular application won't use acknowledgments, whereas FTP relies on acknowledgments that are available through the TCP protocol. Okay, so FTP uses TCP and TFTP will use User Datagram Protocol, UDP. So those are a few examples of protocols that you might have there. I can throw in a couple of others real quick. SMTP, that's Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. That's for email. SNMP, that's Simple Network Management Protocol, used for managing your network. These are a few examples of protocols that you would have utilized at the application layer. Now, it's important to note that just because we're using the word application here does not mean that any application that's used on a computer is going to be an application layer protocol. These are particularly applications that provide the user with an interface to the network itself, such as a browser window, such as an email program where I'm actually utilizing SMTP. These are not applications such as Microsoft Word or Microsoft Excel. Even though Excel or Word might include hyperlinks, those links are actually using the HTTP protocol. So that's an important little distinction to make there. Just because we've got an application in the name here doesn't mean it's any application. It's particularly these protocols, these applications right here, that are being utilized to provide user interaction with the network. Layer 6, the presentation layer, is involved with the data format. The data format. This is the layer concerned with how the data is presented. So a good keyword here would be format, the data format.